Hey, first graders. Okay, we are going to use some papers from your packet and make some of our own 3D shapes so we can easily see the two-dimensional shapes that are on those three-dimensional shapes, okay? So you will need from your packet 4 shape papers. We have rectangular prism, cylinder, cone, and cube. Those are the 4 shapes we are looking at. And the first thing you're going to want to do is cut these out. And all of the shapes have these different tabs on them. Every time you see these tabs, you want to keep going around the outside edge. So don't cut anything that touches another line. Okay, we want to cut around the edges. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut all of these out so that we are ready to turn them into shapes. Okay, now that I have all of those cut out, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to bend down all of those darker parts that are going around the outside. Okay, so here on this one that was the cone, I'm going to fold down that tab right along the line. Make sure it's really folded down. And then each of these tabs as well, I'm going to fold behind. And when it's curved like that, it's hard to get it right around the edges, but get it as close to the edges as you can. Okay, this was the cylinder. And again, it has one long tab to fold down, and then it has a whole bunch of little triangle tabs. Okay, and then I have the rectangular prism, and it just has several of these longer tabs. And same with the cube. Just has several of these longer tabs. Okay, now I'm going to fold on any of the remaining lines. Now this one doesn't have any remaining lines, so there's no more folding. This one just has the line between the circle and the rest of it, so I'm just going to fold that back like that. Okay, this one has several lines to fold on. Okay, that had several lines. And this one has several lines to fold on. Okay, there we go. So now you can almost see them starting to become shapes. So I'm going to do these two last because they're the most obvious. And these two that didn't have as many folds, I'm going to show you why they didn't have as many folds. Because that's a lot of space, isn't it? Okay, and there's only the one tab, and that needs something to connect to, and the only thing for it to connect to is way on the other side. That's because this one is going to curve around, so it's going to have curved surfaces. So I'm going to take some glue, and on that little tab I folded back, and put the glue right along that. And I'm going to take that and bring it all the way over to the other side. So see how I curved that around? I'm gonna really get it stuck on there, rub it together. We know that rubbing glue stick glue is how we get it to stick. Okay, and then once you get it really stuck on, you can kind of open it up and let it form a tube. Okay, now here with these tubes, we are going to attach the circles on the end. Now you can try to put glue on there and get them to stay, but you may decide that it's easier just to use some tape. Here is some tape, and I'm going to take one of these circles. The circle gets to stay flat on the end. And I'm going to put a little piece of tape both sides of it. And then I flip it around. So it's not perfect, but this is a rough estimate of a cylinder, and we can see that it's curved all the way around the outside, okay, and that there is a flat circle on both ends of it. So there we go. There is our cylinder. We can see the flat parts that make a cylinder. Okay, so now we have the cone. Again, this one had one of these long tabs. And so I'm going to put glue along that again, or you could choose to use tape. Okay. And bring that around. And then these go inside. And you can try to glue it on. I'm just going to use tape again, though. Sometimes tape is just easier than trying to get the glue to stick. Okay, so like the cylinder, a cone has a curved surface. It's curved all the way around the outside. And like the cylinder, the flat surface is a circle. But the cone only has one flat surface instead of the two. Okay, now finally we have our two more box-shaped items. Okay, we have the rectangular prism and we have the cube. Now you can kind of see after I folded these how they just line up into making a box. This one's really easy to do with tape. Again, you can try to use glue, or you can just put a few pieces of tape to help get it in place. And the thing about a rectangular prism is you might see squares on it, but a cube, you'll only see squares. Okay, so a cube is actually a type of rectangular prism that is specially made out of only squares on all the sides. Okay, so both a rectangular prism and a cube have 6 sides. A cube is just like a dice. It's So you can think, if you roll a dice, what numbers can you get? You can get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, because there are 6 sides. So we'll just get this one taped all together as well. There we go. Okay, so a cube is a type of rectangular prism that's made out of only squares. So it has 6 flat sides, and all 6 of those sides are squares, where a rectangular prism has 6 sides as well, and of different types of rectangles, including possibly squares, like it has on 2 of the sides here. Okay, so with that, I now have a cylinder, a cone, a cube, and a rectangular prism. I hope you enjoyed making your shapes. Have a good day.